Hey everybody, my name is Steven. I'm here at Guy in the Car, exclamation point, YouTube channel. Let me give you a little bit of background on what I'm doing. I am attempting to gain an educated perspective on the day-to-day lives and activities, problems and successes that the homeless population in Portland may experience, so that I can be a more educated and experienced advocate for these folks, so that I can help them in ways that they can stand up for them in ways that they might not necessarily be able to do themselves. As part of this project, I'm going to be spending 1 year homeless, possibly longer if things work out. Any money I make, I'm going to put into savings, except for I'll keep some money for food and whatnot. So the very first snag that I hit, I originally wanted to be able to go on the streets, sleep in a sleeping bag, hike around, do the rescue mission and the homeless shelters and whatnot. But I realized I've got a car, and you can't really store it. You can't really put it somewhere without paying money or having somebody watch it. And I really didn't want to give up my car because I really like it. So I decided to tweak the experiment a little bit. I instead of being on the streets completely, just walking around, I decided that I'm going to live in my car. And so the experiment is now geared more towards people who might have had rough experiences in their lives, to where they lost an apartment, a place to live, but they have a car to live in. My car is actually it's a Honda CR-V, so it's a small SUV, 4-cylinder, and it's got some nice room in it. Let me give you a little bit of a demonstration of what I've done with the car so far. You can see behind me there's a brown cloth. This is a curtain that I made. First couple days I went out and slept out in my car. I didn't have curtains, and even though I have tinted windows in the back, I felt very vulnerable. Felt like I didn't have any privacy, and I felt as though if people walking by could see me, if there was a chance they could see me, they would feel as if I was invading their privacy as well. Like, the strange guy is in this car, what's he doing, why doesn't he have curtains up? So the next time I went out, I bought these curtains, and I bought 4 sets of curtains, one from the front, one for the back, and 2 sets are both sides. The ones on the sides are blackout curtains, which means no light shines through. These curtains are pretty dark. I put a towel over them at night, and it turns into blackout, so that no light's coming through. Let me show you a little bit how this works. It slides along a rail or a piece of twine here, and you can see in back. It's pretty messy right now, but you can see the back curtains there. You can see the side curtain, and there's another side curtain that goes all the way from the front to the back, and those are blackout curtains. No light goes through there. So some of the issues that I've had so far. Very first couple days out, I realized that you're sleeping in a car. It's cool out at night. It's not a problem, even with the windows rolled down. When it's 60 degrees in the morning and the sun's beating down on the car, it's 80 degrees in the car. So 6:30 in the morning, I'm waking up drenched in sweat, and that was something I had to remedy pretty quickly. The curtains help with that quite a bit because it protects the sun from coming through the windows and into the car and into the back seat. And also, what I do now is that I open the sunroof. So the sunroof's always open, and I open the back hatch. You can see back there is glass. I open that back hatch, so it creates airflow that goes from back to front or front to back, however the wind or the air happens to be flowing at that moment. So that's one of my problems. Another problem is places to park. Now, if you go into the website, several websites have instructions as far as places to park, like parking at Walmart for 24 hours at a time. Walmart has a policy where you can park in their parking lot overnight. You can park actually for 24 hours and they won't bother you. They have security guards there, they have cameras, and it's a pretty safe place. Another place that they recommended was park and rides for the light rail system. There's parking garages, there's parking lots. You can park there for several days on end, and nobody should bother you because there's a lot of cars around. The third option is just to park on the street. So the first option, Walmart, tried that. Unfortunately, in the Portland area, there aren't any Walmarts that own the lot that they're on. There's actually one Walmart out on 82nd Avenue heading towards the airport that I haven't tried yet. I wanted to kind of stay away from that neighborhood, to be honest with you. But yeah, the other Walmarts I've been to, they don't own the lots and they close at midnight, and the security guards, as hilarious as this guy was, the security guard told me joke after joke, Stephen Wright style. He said I had to leave by midnight. So the second option, the park and rides. I actually did that for the first week. I went to different park and rides, mainly stayed at the Sunset Transit Center. And the Sunset Transit Center is actually a wonderful place to camp out overnight. I would recommend staying on the third level, the top level, because concrete sucks in heat and you're going to be warm all night long if you stay between levels. And B, when you wake up in the morning, you get a beautiful view of the coastal mountains and the sun coming up and all of that on the horizon. It's really something neat. The only downsides to parking at a parking garage are that at 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, all the cars are coming in and everybody's loud and everybody's noisy and you just have this big commotion. So you get up pretty early. You kind of have to get up pretty early with the rest of the world. So I did that the first week. Then I started parking on the streets. Well, what I didn't know was that you could park on the streets overnight for 24 hours at a time. Any city streets in Portland, you can park for 24 hours at a time. You just have to move your car the next day, and it doesn't matter if you move it one space or you move to the other end of the city. As long as you move, then you're okay. They're not going to tell you. They're not going to ticket you. So I've actually been doing that quite a bit. I've moved from the west side, Beaverton Tigard area, over to the southeast side, outer southeast side, and I'll get into why in a second here. But there aren't any park and rides in this area that I would feel safe parking in. So, another issue, of course, you need the main staples. I've got shelter, so that's the car, shelter. You need food, you need water, and really those are the necessities. That's the bottom level of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. For food, I was able to get, so you need food, water, and medicine. So food, I just called the state up and I said, hey, I don't have a job, I don't have any money, I don't have any income, what can I do? They said, well, they asked me a couple questions and they gave me an address and they said, we'll send you out a SNAP card, Supplemental Nutrition something program, whatever the A stands for. And it's what food stamps used to be, and what it is it's a credit card. It's called an Oregon Trail card, and with the Oregon Trail card, you use it at any grocery stores, and you can buy any food products that are not prepared, dry products, canned products, meats that aren't prepared, cheeses. You can buy herbs, salt, pepper, spices. You can't buy alcohol. You can't buy bathroom supplies, deodorant, shampoo, soap, those sorts of things, toothbrushes, toothpaste. You cannot buy those things. It has to be food. It has to be not prepared. So I can't go through the drive-thru of Burger King and order a Whopper. They won't accept it. Let's see here. You can buy candy if you want. I was told I got the maximum amount of funds that are available to a single person. and that is $189 per month, and it works out, it's a little over $6 per day. So I have $6 per day to work with to be able to keep myself fed and nourished. And so I've been buying a lot of apples, a lot of avocados, a lot of rolls, canned tuna, canned chicken, cheese. Cheddar cheese actually keeps for a long time if you have it in a container. It doesn't have to be refrigerated. After about a week, though, you do want to toss it if you haven't eaten the whole thing. Also, if you see any mold on your cheese, it has something called aflatoxin in it. You don't want to eat that. That can cause cancer. It is the most cancerous substance, organic cancerous substance we know of in the world. It's called aflatoxin. It's mold that grows on cheddar cheese. So that's food. Water. What do I do with that? Oh, anyway. Well, Gatorade makes these liter and a half bottles. They're about that big, about that big, and you can grab them. And I feel really manly walking around with this bottle because it's this huge thing, and I just grab it by the center and just kind of, pull off the top, and I drink it like this, and I can carry that wherever I go. And I do carry it wherever I go. I got to fill mine up actually. I drink about 3, maybe 4 of those a day, and that keeps me well hydrated. I found that I've been drinking a lot more water since I've been living in my car. I think I've been expending more energy all around, just having to do all the things that are necessary for the upkeep of my living space. So food, water, shelter, medicine. So I have part of the Affordable Care Act was that they expanded Medicaid to include not only folks with disabilities, but basically anybody that needed it. Anybody that's low income or no income, have children near low income or below a certain point, then you get Medicaid. This is my Obamacare card, so to speak. And just to tell you a little bit about this, it's outstanding coverage. I don't pay any premiums. I don't pay any co-pays. Last time I went in, I filled 4 prescriptions. I paid $1, and that $1 I think is just as a deterrent so that people don't keep coming in and getting prescriptions filled for free, just because they can. And I called the clinic and got in 4 days later to see a physician, and I spent about a half hour talking to him and talking about the issues that I was having and what I need to do and my situation with the car and the homeless project. And he's going to be paying close attention to me and drawing labs every 3 months just to make sure that everything's kosher. We drew labs that day. I was had a bit of a cough, so I got a chest x-ray. He said everything was fine. It's fantastic. I am not looking forward to when I have to go back to work, and I'm not looking forward to getting employer-sponsored health care because I know it's not going to be as good. So, medicine, that's what I got going on. Let's see, more problems. So the biggest problem that I've run across so far is showers and washing. There are no public showers per se. You can go to a Jubitz or a travel stop and you can pay $10 to use their shower, and that's a limited time, and that's nice, but that's $10 for a shower, and the closest travel center I know is 20 miles from where I'm working. Actually, let me back up. I am working right now. I was actually planning on being unemployed for the next 6 months, just kind of get a feel for that. However, I got approached with a job offer that was just ridiculous, and I had to take it. So yes, I am employed full-time. I'm going to be taking the majority of that money, putting into savings, and trying to equal out what I have in my entitlements, the SNAP card and my medical insurance and everything else that I need. So yes, showers. I've been doing a lot of showering in grocery stores. Actually, is a really good deal because number one, it has a lock. Number two, not a whole lot of people, you'd be surprised, not a whole lot of people use grocery store restrooms. And I shower. When I mean shower, I mean I'm in the sink, turning on the hot water with a bandana, scrubbing my face and my pits and anywhere else that happens to be stinky that day. And I clean up afterwards, you know, to make sure everything's taken care of. Grocery stores, Wendy's and KFC, both I found even in the most low social economic areas in Portland, they all still have locks on their doors, and they're not going to harass you if you need to use the restroom. Well, they haven't harassed me so far. Wait till they get to know me, I guess. And I can spend 10-15 minutes in there, no problem, washing up, brushing my teeth, shaving, whatever I do. They all have plugs. Any fast food place, Starbucks that I go into, all have plugs. The majority of them have Wi-Fi. In fact, I'm uploading this video at a Starbucks Wi-Fi today, so that works out. And I just walked in. Oh no, I'm just gonna step out in the parking lot and get their Wi-Fi from the parking lot and upload it. Let's see. So showers, laundry. Well, I did laundry for the first time yesterday, and that was an ordeal. I'll tell you what. What I did was I found a community rec center, like the district or the county rec center, and I snuck in a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, and I got to into the showers that are used for swimmers and people that are working out, and took my bag of laundry with me and sat down on the handicap seat and turned on the hot water and just went through washing my clothes and my bar of soap, and I scrubbed my clothes with a bar of soap, and I kneaded the clothes on me and I threw it into a pile. And it took me about 45 minutes to wash all my clothes that way, because I had to rinse the clothes too and make sure all the soap is out. And I'd say washing machines are really nice because soap doesn't come out so easily from clothes, you know, that you've soaked up. But I now have clean clothes. The problem was that last night I got done pretty late and the sun went down, and I decided to put all my clothes out on top of my car to dry. Got up in the morning, the clothes weren't even nearly dry. It was ridiculous. So they're kind of damp sitting in the back seat right now. I gotta figure something out before they start molding. So, but there are laundry facilities available for folks, you know, that are poor or are homeless and or living out of the car. And these are usually in downtown Portland. I haven't had the guts to go down there yet and really utilize the facilities, but there are a lot of resources for the homeless here in Portland, for showers, food, laundry. They need clothes, they need backpacks, sleeping bags. There's even restaurants. Sister of the Road Cafe makes excellent food. Blanchet makes excellent food, and these are all free restaurants. You walk in, you order what you want, or they may have a choice of 1 or 2 items. You order one or you order the other, and it's pretty decent. Yeah. So my Gmail address is guyinthecar8@gmail.com, and you can all one word, guyinthecar, GUYINCAR8@gmail.com, and you can leave questions or comments, or you can challenge me. Say there's something you want me to do. Say you want me to sleep overnight at a homeless shelter, or you want me to stand in line for a food bank, or for do something in particular that has to do with the homeless life. Please let me know, and I will certainly do my best to take you up on those, as this is what my project is all about. Again, if you have any questions or comments, please leave those, and I will be speaking to you again soon. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.